meeting with us. Mr. Mayor, the first question is, when you came to the city, you obviously knew the problems that were here. What have you since discovered, and what are some of the quick wins that you have made since you've come and taken over?
Well, let me say that I was fortunate that I came in a time when the president had actually appointed a presidential work group that operates on 7 streams, and they have identified issues that require urgent attention by the city. And we also have other support initiatives from other various departments, including Kota in the province. What Kota seeks to achieve for starters is to develop a diagnostic, doing a diagnostic analysis, and I'm waiting for their report because it will start to identify areas of weakness in the city and the areas where the city has potential, so that we begin to work on those areas. But what concerns me right now as we speak, that gives me sleepless nights, is the issues that of water challenges in the city. I have received information that some communities have gone for extended period without water. That water had to be tankered. We had to use tanker trucks, water tankers, to transport water to those communities. And not all of them are not getting water. So it remains a challenge. But that problem is under control as we speak. We now meet almost on a weekly basis and to deal with the issue of water, because water is now reached a crisis point. I'm working with Umgeni because also Umgeni, which is our supplier, has also exhibited some challenges of late, and that they have to shut down their plant that supplies us with over 590 megaliters of water. So we are working with them, and this week I've invited the Minister of the Deputy Minister of Water and Sanitation to come down to have a meeting with us, so that we start to look at also the challenges that are besetting Umgeni, that have a knock-on effect on the eThekwini and its supply. So those are the challenges. And secondly, is the cleanliness of the city. You can see we are making strides in ensuring that our CPT and in fact all our areas are becoming clean, because there's nothing as as easy as cleaning your own area. And but we have to encourage our people as well to take full responsibility of the cleanliness of their own areas, so that they will not have to rely on government all the time and to provide the service. When in actual fact they do it, we are there but to support and also to provide whatever equipment and that they may need to deal with the problem. Very soon we'll be leading a campaign on cleanliness in the city, over and above what our team and the TSW is doing to deal with the challenges in the city.
What are some of those things you have done to implement it to get the city cleaner? Are there some things that you've implemented that hasn't been done before? More shifts, more people employed, EPWP workers? What are some of those things you have done?
Well, look, is to increase accountability. And as to how the officials do it, when you make them even more accountable, and I'm not going to be able to give you the details, but the reward of increasing accountability is that your department starts to be effective and efficient. But if you don't hold them to account, and those efficiencies, the effectiveness will be lost in the process. There is money. We have people. I don't know what has been going wrong. And if they don't have money, they must come to us and say, we need money, we need people to do the job. Because we're not interested in the stories, we're interested in getting the job done. Because the ratepayers are paying to get the job done. They're even paying our own salaries.
Yeah. You've been on a roadshow meeting with various community forums, ratepayers associations, some of them like Investable in Tonga, they've been angry that they haven't got the services they wanted from the city. What has been your message to them, and what has been the outcome of those meetings?
Well, look, when we've met with them, initially we had a meeting with all ratepayers around Durban represented, and I then said to them I would then do a one-on-one. We've started with Umhlanga, Ratepayers Association. I'm moving to meet others. We'll then convene Izimbizo in the north as well as in the south to discuss, to have a discussion with them on some of the issues. But high on the agenda of the issues that they've been raising are the environmental issues, and we are working on that, and the E. coli, and we are working on that. For example, just to give you one example, we have 27 wastewater treatment works or plants, and 10 of them have been handed over to Umgeni, Uturela, to fix them, and those 10 constitute 90% of the problem. Our belief is that if that problem is fixed, if those 10 wastewater treatment plants are fixed, then our problem will be the thing of the past. They are complaining about high bills, and we are in discussion with them to resolve the issue, and they've explained how it came about that they have high bills, but we also have introduced an app that in the comfort of your own house you can download, in the comfort of your own lunch, you can download the app and have total control of your own billing information. You can even report log faults on the app. You can see what tenders are available, who your local councillor is, basically through via that platform. It excites me, but for now we have electricity, and on the app we're now getting water to be on the same app, so that it becomes a one-stop shop when it comes to all billing matters in the city. That, in my view, will enable people to have full control of what they are billed with, because they also download the readings of their own meter on the app and get bills every month. Not this thing of getting bills every second month or 3 months, and then next thing you get higher bills and you complain, and because possibly during that period water was leaking and no one was aware of the leak, and you now have to pay the bills. So these are matters that we are resolving as a city, and I've been also met with business community as well, and it's so exciting that the public sentiment has actually shown up. That is reflected by business confidence report, that for the first time after many years is now above, business confidence in eThekwini is now above 50%. We are excited and of what we read out there. And the Growth Commission have raised issues on development applications that get stuck for long periods, and I am working on that together with the city manager, because if they get stuck, then they they stifle. If our processes are not in sync with the developers, it will stifle the development and stifle growth, and that's not a benefit to the city.
There were reports last week in the Mercury that the Section 154 process had been stalled, or asked to be stopped by Treasury, National Treasury. What is the latest in that Section 154 process?
Well, there are discussions between National Treasury and the province. For now, the Section 154 is still in place, and we have received it. It's not the only support and assist that we have received from National. It's just that this one, for some reason, it got blown out of proportion. How would you say no to someone who says, I'm coming to assist you? Because that's the purpose of Section 154. We have National Treasury here in the city. We have National Department of Water and Sanitation. We also have National Cocta. They are all in the city, supporting the city. We also have the President through the Presidential Working Committee, all supporting the city. So I don't see anything wrong with anybody who comes to the city to assist us. As a mayor, I will welcome any support that comes our way, because we want to be a success story and as a city.
As a proud Durbanite myself who has seen the city improve over the past few months, what is your message out there to Durban residents, to Durban people about where the city is going?
Well, look, I must say that as a mayor, and I'm excited that people are willing to engage with the city. I said it's very easy to deal with an informed citizen. Ours is to go to them, engage them, and that when I've made errors in the process of execution of our mandate, we are able to say sorry and then rectify that and then move forward. I'm excited that they are willing to engage with the mayor, and I've actually opened up my door. My doors are open for any engagement with anybody. I receive calls, people phone me, they send me emails, they phone me on my cell phone, I talk to them, and I'm quite excited. I think we will have a happy customers in the end.
Just one question. Following today's meeting, I just wanted to ask, how will the city ensure that the benefits of the rejuvenation are shared by all residents, including low-income as well as marginalized communities?
Well, look, firstly, the benefits of rejuvenating the city is that it will unlock the CPD for investment once again. There are many investors who want to invest in the city. And if they come to the city, they grow the economy of the city, they create jobs, and basically by stimulating the economy and creating jobs, that then inclusive, in other words, it's an inclusive growth, and which creates jobs, and that benefits everybody who wants to benefit. And very soon, even the hospitality industry is going to grow. Ours is to do the right thing, ensure that the city is safe for investors, is safe for anybody who wants to live in the city, so that we make the city be what it used to be many years back. But we can only achieve that if we work together with all the relevant stakeholders, including people who own the buildings in the city, so that we become a success story once again.